Good Sunday morning to everyone. DJ B coming at you here with a sort of a what is it? Informative video. I had a question from the real DJ Red about how I did my wiring on my lighting, or how I hooked it up to make the setup quicker. With this setup, it's really there's nothing really quick about it. Yesterday, I just mounted everything up on the trussing. It took me an hour to get everything mounted to where I'm still tweaking it to where everything needs to be. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you behind the scenes here. As you can see, the wire management is pretty clean across the front, so you really don't see much of any wiring at all. Okay, I'm using two sections from the of trussing here from CedarLink. That's them right there, American company. Pretty sturdy trussing, if you ask me. The only thing I don't like is you have to bolt it together. But I'm thinking about maybe doing something here where I take these plates out and sleeve these and put pins in them. That'll help me with centering my lights too, because my lights have to be off center by 2 inches. So what we'll do is let's start in the back, and let me jump up in the back here and I'll show you what I got. Luckily I have these giant speakers here I can stand on. I went to Harbor Freight, and Harbor Freight carries these power strips, and they have, I believe, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, actually 12 plugs on them. Okay, so all my wires on my lighting is already numbered and set up. As you can see, this is number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and they also have DMX addressing on them. Number 9, DMX 12, and so on. So each light goes in its prospective place every time, and I have a DMX harness that just velcros along the back and plugs in all my DMX, and all my plugs come up from the light and hit whatever plug they're closest to. As you can see, there's more plugs. There's 4 down there, 2 here, 2 there. So that means I have 2 circuits of LED lighting. So when that's all wired, my 2 connections are right here. They come down off of those plugs, and they run down to wherever your circuit is going to be. And all of this will run on one circuit because it's all LED. I think it draws 13 amps or 14 amps total. Now this is the way I do it. I don't expect you to say, yeah, that's the greatest way in the world, but this is the simplest way for me to get it done. I can run a lot of this stuff in standalone non-DMX, like the wash lights, the scanners. Pretty much all of it can run without DMX. But I like to have some control on like the scanner heads, and like these Circus IRCs. They strobe if they're not in a certain mode. That strobe light will go all the time. Same thing with the these scanner heads here. They'll go through a strobing effect, and I really don't want that. So from there, like I said, there's 22 different effects, or not 22 different. There is, let's see, I believe it's 7 different effects. Okay, so I have 7 lines running of DMX out of my controller, or my console. Let's go down here and take a look. See if I can do this without messing up. Okay, if I take these panels, by the way, the panels are, furniture backing with Velcro and easy to remove. In here I have a DMX splitter, and as you can see, they're all numbered, what channel is what, and they're all come out and they go up into the snake and they follow up. And I did it that way because I want all of the Circus lights to do the same thing. So instead of running instead of DMXing it where I have to program each fixture, I just ran one line to one and just daisy chained the rest. And the same thing goes with all of them. Then I have another separate line that'll come out down here, which runs the geysers, and the geysers daisy chain between each other. But everything is, pretty simple for me. DMX is pretty much really, it wasn't made for this type of stuff originally, but it works. I'll get everything up and running hopefully in the next day or so, and then I'll just do a run through on it this way you can see how everything operates this way. I can choose what fixture I want from the Chauvet controller, the Obey 40. And like I said, I run seven channels on there. So I have 7 fixtures, and I can turn whatever fixtures off and on there and do whatever I want with them with the controller. It's not instantaneous like an off-on switch. But, like I said, it works for what I do. Years ago when I had my original company, everything was on-off switches. And I used a, American DJ, power strip which is the on and off buttons. And that worked for back then. But now everything, back then I didn't have scanners and stuff that had different effects in it where you couldn't control it if it wasn't on standalone. So I have to do it this way. The strobing, number one, gets obnoxious for people. And the scanners, if they're blaring in your eyes, people complain. So, this way I can at least have the scanners raised above heads. And it doesn't bother people. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, those power strips, they were from Harbor Freight. And they are, I think it was $54 for both of them, $24.99 a piece or something like that. And yeah, that's it. I may be getting, like I said in my comment on my previous video, I may be getting an Elation, what the heck they call it, Lighting Copilot. It was made by American DJ also. I mean, they're all the same company, it's just different names on the products. And that I might use, say I go out and just do a small party and I just need, maybe the par cans or the washes and, 2 lighting effects. And this way I could just turn them off and on and that's it. But for the big system I have to do it this way because it makes more sense and I have a little bit more control over everything I'm doing. So, if it helped you out, throw me a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Didn't think it was this tough getting subscribers on the new channel. My old channel, I've got a ton of subscribers, but those people don't like this type of stuff. So, anyway, if you could share the channel, it'd be great. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday. If you got any questions, drop me a line. If you think I'm doing something wrong or I should be doing something different, drop me a note. Let me know. I'll try anything. Have a great Sunday. Talk to you guys later.